How's it going, YouTube? This is Wake Run Collapse. Welcome to box number 5 out of 12 of Japanese Alolan Moonlight. We are joined on the right-hand side by the Lycanroc deck box that has been holding all my duplicates of Sun and Moon 2 so far, and I've got a fair few of Hollows or better. And on the left-hand side, we're joined by my friend the Traveler IPA Shandy with a hilarious-looking face. And I felt like this was appropriate given Lycanroc's Bloody Eye ability and, well, design, that maybe I would pull this one out of the woodwork to enjoy for today's opening. Now, as per the usual, I will advise you guys to play along with an age-appropriate beverage. If you are not of legal drinking age or just simply are not interested, then please do not participate in quite the fervor that maybe some of my alcohol-enjoying viewers might. But I will be drinking along with this opening. We're going to take a sip every time we pull a holographic card or better. So this beer will be gone by the end of the opening. It is pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of IPAs. This is an IPA Shandy, which is really just mysterious. But I'm kind of getting on to IPAs a little bit. I don't like to drink multiples of them because, I don't know, it wears on me a little bit. But one is the perfect amount. And I really didn't want to drink Yingling because it's like, what time is it? Like 1:30 in the afternoon. I don't know. Sometimes you just don't want to drink certain stuff, and today I want to drink a beer. So for this opening, if you'd like to play along with an age-appropriate beverage, feel free to grab a drink and let me know in the comment section as well if you're playing along what you're drinking. If you're drinking an alcoholic beverage, let me know. If you're not, then let me know as well. I'd like to know if you're, drinking water or juice or Yoo-hoo. Maybe you're rocking out with that high C. Maybe you're drinking green juice. Maybe you're drinking porridge that you found underneath your bed and wondering what it's still doing there. I would also be wondering what it's still doing there. You should maybe get that checked out. But hey, let me know. So, let's slide right in. I'm going to actually move this off to the side, out of camera, but I will be drinking from it. It just, these style of boxes just take up a little bit too much space on the desk to be immediately visible. Now, we will be taking our time with this opening, which is why the time is going to be so long on it. But I don't mind so much. Not when a Mimikyu is involved. Let's leave that right up. And then, we take a sip. Salut! Yes. Yeah, I cannot stress this enough, you guys. Legal drinking age here is 21, and I am 21 plus 10, so I'm a professional. So please do not partake in the alcohol portion of this game if you are not of legal age. That is definitely not condoned. I didn't condone it when I was 20, to be honest. Ooh, there's a mini or hollow. I was not really I never was a party animal to begin with. Hold on. I was never really a party animal to begin with. But I really only went to, like, this is going to be weird. It's going to be story time with Wake Run Collapse. I totally went to, and if anybody's actually watching this video and knows me, this is going to be super weird. I went to a big party when I was like 17. I only went to one. I didn't really do a whole lot in the realm of like massive social gatherings when I was in high school, because mostly I had a lot of stuff for studies going on. So you get our Alolan Golem, and also I worked like 25 hours a week my junior and senior years of high school, so it didn't afford me a lot of time to go partying. But I did go to a party when I was 17, and we got there, and within nobody's parents are home, nobody really knew what was happening, but within like half an hour we dumped all the booze, because the person who was hosting the party, bless her, I still love her to this day, she's awesome. I think she had like something really bad had happened with her, like maybe she had like just broken up with her boyfriend and we thought she was going to drink a lot, so we dumped everything. So it was like not the greatest not the greatest way to celebrate for a house party, to be sure. So we get a Holo Gudra. And I didn't stay on campus when I went to college, so. And I worked more too, so I didn't really do any of that either. But you know what, since we're talking and since we're opening cards and checking out the cool artwork and drinking and such, I'm going to tell you another story. It's going to cement my status as actually being this person who opens Japanese Pokemon cards to anyone who thinks that they know who this real person is but just needs confirmation. On my 21st birthday, I went to Fenway Park and I watched... Ooh, I did not watch this Wishy-Washy GX, but he's a beast. Love this card. And I watched the Red Sox win on a walk-off 2-run double off the monster with 2 outs in the ninth. And, hold on, need to notice that. And in celebration, my brother, who is a bit older than me, and took me to the game, took me to a couple of bars beforehand, and then we went to the game, threw his fist up in the air in joy and punched me in the face in his excitement and knocked the glasses off my face. And we were jumping around and celebrating, even though I was, you know, even bleeding a little bit from my eyebrow where my glasses had gone into. And he's yelling and shouting. He's like, "Ah, this, that, the other thing," or jumping over priceware and stuff. And he's like, "What happened to your glasses?" He yells at me, and I'm like, "You punched me in the face." So, that's a story that we tell probably once a year now, because it's great. So you get a Delmise Holo. So yep, in his excitement, my brother punched me in the face at Fenway on my 21st birthday. And that's how adulthood is done, apparently. Back to the cards for a couple of packs. We've got a Sableye, a Murkrow, Goomy, a Alolan Graveler, and an Alomomola. Imagine if they made an Alolan Alomomola. It'd be the worst named tongue twister ever. Alolan Alomomola. Oof. I'm not even going to try to say it a bunch of times fast. Wishy-Washy, Fletchling, and Garbodor. Can we pull a Lycanroc GX? Like, just one? Is that going to happen in this pack, maybe? Ah, maybe it is a Lycanroc GX just wearing a disguise of Mimikyu. That could be it. Disguising himself as a... I don't know, is Mimikyu Psychic type? Is he Ghost? Looks like a Ghost. I don't know that much about him. Again, never played much of 7th Gen. I played it for like a few hours, but it's so tough to get into games these days. It's hard to find the time. Pangoro, Watchog, Beldum, Rockruff, and a Gliscor. So we're going to take some of these. These are empty packs. And like we usually do, just stuff the box with them. A little bit of cushion, not for the pushing. Chuck those. And we'll get on with the second half of the box here. We'll see if we end up under the magical 16 minutes and 8 seconds that it takes for this video to be in one part. There's a Minior Holo right there. I get the feeling we're going to be just on the other side of it, though. So we have Rescue Stretcher, Matang, Murkrow, Salandit, and Wailord. I'm going to second guess myself every time. I think that's what happens when you don't learn the Pokemon's names by playing the game or learning it organically. You have to actually study it to find out what they are. Whimsicott, Beldum, Sliggoo, Rockruff, and a Gudra Holo. Of course, if it's a standalone, then it's pretty easy to figure it out, but with the names being similar, oof. Sometimes you're just going to have a bad time. So we have a Trevenant, Trubbish, Lampent, Castform. Oh my! This card kicks ass. Lycanroc GX Super Rare. Oh my goodness. That is one way to pull a Lycanroc. Like, holy crap! This is terrifying. This is like... This is the level that Houndoom would have been at if they had full arts when 2nd Gen came out, and the cards are of this quality. That Houndoom would make me feel the way that this Lycanroc does right now. Oh, that's a perfect, like, coloring for the background and the pattern. This card is insanely cool. It's insanely cool. 53 out of 50, super rare. Oh my goodness, I don't know or care if it's valuable. I am so stoked right now. So stoked right now. And actually, weirdly enough, it's my first super rare Pokemon from Alolan Moonlight, right? Yeah. Malamallow, HRUR. Yeah, it's my first super rare Pokemon from Alolan Moonlight. God, that card is so cool. Sorry to just gush over it, but it's... I don't know. I love it. See, it's cards like this. When you actually see them in person and you're wowed by them, this is what makes you want to buy more boxes. It's stuff like this. Pokemon Company, keep this in mind. When you make great cards like this, and you make pull ratios that make people feel like their investment is worthwhile... Hold on, sip. That is how you make your collectors happy. That's what makes people feel good about collecting instead of seeing it as an obligation. Now let's see if the remaining boxes are actually going to pan out with this, or if we're going to get back to where we were before. Hey! Lycanroc GX normal style. Very nice. This is only my second regular Lycanroc. Hold on, sip, and I gotta do a little status check on what we have here, because I have a question. 1, 2, 3... Oh, okay. I couldn't recall for some reason if we had pulled something else aside from Wishy-Washy before that little Lycanroc party that we had, and we haven't, so there's probably going to be one more GX coming. I'm guessing Metagross, and missing out on Tapu Lele, but we will see for sure. So we got Gliscor, Patrat, Wishy-Washy, Gligar, and Salazzle. And now we have a Honchkrow, Watchog, Litwick, Murkrow, and an Alolan Golem. For those of you who are just becoming the age that it takes to drink legally in your country, location, establishment, what have you, I'm going to give you a little tip about drinking beer out of bottles. So I found that if I'm at a social gathering and I'm holding a beer, if it's a beer that's in a bottle, I am far more likely to drink it quickly, because it's like a... It's not really like an oral fixation, it's more like a, this thing is in my hands and I need something to do with my hands. So if you find yourself carrying the beer, you're going to drink it much more quickly. If you want to pace yourself, the best thing you can do is set it down. Find a central location where that beer is going to go, and then you're less likely to sit there holding a cold beer, thinking to yourself, wow, this is making my hand cold, I gotta drink this more quickly so that my hand is no longer uncomfortable. The things you learn. But yeah, if I'm standing at a party and I'm holding like a bottle of beer, that thing's gone in 10 minutes every time. So I have to like teach myself after a couple of beers to set the thing down, or to just not go get one. Everything is great in moderation except for Pokemon cards. Life lessons with Wake Run Collapse. So we've got, what do we have? Anything in this pack? Nope. So obviously with my ogling of the Lycanroc, we're going to go over on the time, and I'm fine with that. I'm shooting this on a Tuesday afternoon. It doesn't go live till 8 p.m. Friday. Here's the Chandelure Hollow. Very nice. I think I have to finish it with the next sip. How many packs do we have left? 3! Perfect! That worked out really well. I was deliberately taking smaller sips because 15 hollows. So I got a Wailord, a Wishy Washy, Beldum. Why did I just blank on Pancham's name? It's weird. And a Rescue Stretcher. Do you guys find it weird that there's only 4 trainers in each set? It's kind of weird. A Whimsicott, Patrat, Cottony, a Litwick, and there's your Metagross GX, the final Holo Pull in all likelihood of the box. So we missed out on our Tapu, but boy do we make up for it. Finish my beer. Polished, last pack. Hey, if we pull another Lycanroc Super Rare, I'll take the camera with me and go downstairs to the bar and do a shot. Why do I feel like that's unlikely to happen? So we have a Trevenant, a Fletchinder, Trubbish, a Rockruff, and a Garbodor to finish out the box. But that is another great one. Another great box to add to the books. I feel like we're due for, like, I don't know, a small letdown, maybe, with the 100-pack openings. I don't think we can keep up this pace that we're at. It's been pretty nuts. We've gone 5 for 5 with Alolan Moonlight. I feel like we might go 3 for 5 on each set, but it does remain to be seen. You never know. I think I did see somebody who bought a case of a certain set and went like 11 out of 12. And I mean, we got 9 out of 10? Hyper Rare, Ultra Rare. Hang on a second, now I don't know. It's all a dang blur, I'm telling you, my guys. Let me see. Where are we at? So we should have... I'm checking my binder. That's what I couldn't remember. Yep, we pulled Alolan Ninetales, Komodo, Hyper Rare, Ultra Rare, and then 2 of the same Super Rare, Hyper Rare, Ultra Rare, so Lycanroc is number 9. We are 9 out of 10. Guys, that's a 90% pull rate. I just booted the crap out of this desk. That's a 90% pull rate. Can this happen with every set? Follows a Mimikyu, Minior, Alolan Golem, Goodra, Delmise, Mimikyu, Minior, Goodra, Alolan Golem, Delmise, and Chandelure. We got that Wishy Washy GX, Metagross GX, Lycanroc GX, and oh my goodness, the Lycanroc GX full art. Guys, thank you so much for watching, guys and gals, and identifying however you like. Thank you for watching. If you're a freaking salamander and you're watching this, thank you so much for watching. You rock. Also, look out for predators. That's bad for you. Make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. I have to clean up my mess and get back to, I don't know what the heck I was doing before this, but it was not as enjoyable as pulling that Lycanroc, so hit the like button. Make sure to comment down below. Let me know if you were playing along, what age-appropriate beverage you were drinking. And of course, make sure you are subscribed because I have a 150-pack opening tomorrow for Islands awaiting you, and another 150-pack opening on Sunday for Alolan Moonlight, which you just saw. And my goodness, there could be some truly epic stuff in those boxes based on what we've already pulled. So thanks again for watching. Your support means the world to me, and I will see you tomorrow.